Because of the unwritten rules at school, established by the president, when someone defies his authority, they will suddenly pay a painful price. The latter punishment is getting hit on the head with utensils. If they misbehave again, standing punishment awaits. As things get serious, weekend leave will be revoked. Pierre advised him to try not to stand out, otherwise he would definitely face the president's malicious revenge. And in this school, fairness and justice do not exist. These words will soon be validated. In the classroom the next day, the teacher called Eric to the front of the class, using his appearance as an example to teach students, and describing Pierre in a sarcastic tone.
With a bucket-shaped waist, thin legs with a tendency for flat feet.
Despite Pierre being the top student in the school, he still suffers from unfair treatment. It is clear that in this school, grades are not a measure of a person's worth. Students are unhappy about this, but the only thing they can do is endure quietly. This teaching method leaves Eric confused. School should be a temple of knowledge. Why are these people given power instead? Clearly, his inappropriate remarks provoked the president's displeasure. The president signaled to the assistant to call Eric over. Come here.
No, I'm not going over there. Then go stand and tell you about it. I refuse to.
But Eric refused to accept the punishment. This was intolerable for the ever president. He immediately copied a classmate to talk to Eric. He would not allow it. Nobody challenged his authority in public. The president quickly grabbed a sharp bottle cap. He fiercely dabbed it at the classmate's head, trying to intimidate Eric. But Eric didn't take it to heart. Years of experience had made him fearless. Fortunately, that classmate wasn't afraid of the president's power either. In fact, they became a friend. They could talk about anything. However, the president clearly wouldn't let them off easily. That night, as Eric returned to the door, he was called out by the president's lackey to make him recognize the school's rules. The vice president ordered Eric to start by polishing shoes. Eric didn't want trouble and chose to compromise. But his concession didn't enlighten them. Instead, it just encouraged them. The vice president put at the sticky polishes with contempt and mockery in his eyes. He ordered him to clean all of them. But Eric once again, I don't like this is invisible to them. I've read MLA. You better not even think about it. Best behavior left for vice president humiliated. The next day, right after lunch. The next day, I just finished lunch. The vice president caused trouble for Eric.
Apologize.
What?
Watch where you're going. Just apologize. Apologizing will wipe the slate clean. No. You're asking for trouble.
The vice president challenged him to a duel at 7. This is undoubtedly blatant provocation, but his friends advised him not to go, because the duel was hardly fair. It was just a trap closed by the president. They typically overpower others but numbers restrained. The opponent won't give you a chance to fight back. If you lose, you'll have to go off humiliated, and you'll be ruthlessly labeled a coward, becoming a laughingstock at school. That if you don't challenge them, you'll be mocked and called a coward. The appointed time arrived as scheduled. Chants from outside and go back and forth, constantly impacting Eric's mind, filling him with anger and frustration. In the end, despite Pierre's advice, he took his clothes and stepped outside. However, just as he prepared to duel, he suddenly thought of his mother's hopes and words, caught between impulse and reason. In the interplay of impulse and reason, Eric called his mother. His mother asked worriedly if everything was okay. Eric chose to report good news only. His mother smiled in relief upon hearing this. This moment, Eric became more certain that his choice was correct. The president outside noticed Eric's delay and imposed the title of mouse on him. The voice was full of mockery and provocation.
That coward is as timid as a mouse. Mouse, mouse, mouse.
But Pierre was genuinely happy for Eric. He knew that Eric's choice was not only redemption for himself, but also a silent rebellion against the bullies. Eric thought that by choosing to avoid conflict, he could prevent those baseless things from happening. However, this hypocritical president had no intention of letting him go. That night, he took the guise of an inspection to drive his doormates out with prisoners, and then began to conduct a ruthless search, trying to return the territory into chaos. Faced with the president's mocking expression, Eric still chose to endure. But the next day at dinner, the president struck again and nominated Eric as the most celebrated student in his school, not only humiliating him publicly,